How's it fucking going, boys?
Howdy!
It's episode 4 of the podcast. It's great to have you here. My name is Justin, and I'm joined here by Andrew and Brandon, aka Pussy
Yeah!
Fucker, once again.
Wow.
The three of us are just chilling right now. We very well might be hearing in on Devin as well later on in the episode. He might just pop in and join. Say a friendly hello. It'll be great. He'll probably join in at a very fucking optimal time where it's just
time there, bud.
yeah, with great timing. So, boys, something I want to fucking talk to you guys about, kind of the main point this episode I wanted to bring up was something that I was thinking about for the last couple weeks, and it was regarding this video that I saw about how Amazon is going to be like influencing the like city landscape in the near future, and all the changes that they're going to be making towards just making everything in normal like city society super futuristic. And like apart from like kind of being like this big massive fucking delivery conglomerate, they're like trying to get into like the automotive industry as well.
Amazon is?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're trying. They just recently bought this uh it's like this kind of small automotive like tech kind of startup. I'm not too sure where they're based, but Amazon bought them, and basically what they do is they make this car that can drive itself, and it's got like no front end or rear end or anything. It just can kind of go in any direction seamlessly. So they bought this company out, and they're trying to partner with them so that they can make these Amazon cars that'll drive themselves, but they'll also be connected to Amazon Alexa. So if Amazon Alexa say knows your calendar, these if you have it in your calendar that you need to be out the door and on the road at a certain time to get to a certain destination at a certain time, this car will be at your door like at the perfect time every single day that you need it if you got to go somewhere, and it'll fucking take you to whatever destination that you have set in your calendar.
Shit.
And they're trying to like put this in the future, and they're trying to like make this the new way that people get around from A to B and shit, and it's like kind of fucking fascinating to think about.
Yeah. The Apple car looks pretty, some hype going on about that.
I have no clue what Apple's even doing with their
I
car.
don't know. They're trying to make a car.
I feel like everybody's just going to be trying to make these automotive things just like completely AI based, and you can just drive anywhere you want, and fucking like you don't have to drive yourself, like it'll drive for you.
Yeah.
Have we not learned from Terminator? I just don't fucking trust machines, man.
The robots are going to fucking take over.
I don't trust my laptop looking at me.
With the webcam?
Yeah.
You think Zoom's going to be saving your information, your camera? It's going to be uploaded somewhere to some server. God knows where.
God knows where, man. I don't trust, bro. Come on. We depend too much on technology and shit. And like the more we depend on it, just imagine that like all technology on Earth just suddenly just vanishes or disappears or stops working. Like what? Like we're all gonna depend on people that had survival skills, and that's really not too many. This is just only a select few that's just kind of embraced nature.
I feel like that's why there's such like it's like a strength in like sort of like the millennial community when you see these people are like super outdoorsy sometimes, and they always go camping, and they try to learn a lot of survival kind of just basic skills and shit like that. And it is important in the grand scheme of things, but I feel like it should just be like more normalized.
Survival.
We got to go outside, man.
Eventually.
But kind of going back to Amazon, they're going to be making homes as well. Like they're getting into real estate. So and apparently it's something that you can already do. Like a couple of people have already done it. But apparently they've partnered up with this other company, which basically you can pick from like a pre-designed home. You can pick from this pre-designed home that's on the website, and if you have a plot of land that you've already bought and it's already like all legal, you've signed off on it and it's good, they'll literally like send over all of this shit that you need to build a house. And if you get some contractors and shit, they'll literally just put up a house for you on this plot of land. And like if you just pay those additional costs for the building and the land, you'll literally have a home on there. They have some like modern ass like houses and shit that'll cost like under like $20,000, and some of them that cost like around 40,000 like dollars and above.
Ooh.
But that's like an entire home though. And if you guys look at the photos of these things, if I was to show you, like they're like actually they really look modern, like quite modern, like architecture, something that you'd see in like just like a nice neighborhood. Like it's quite impressive. They're tiny homes. Some of them are like a little bit smaller, but and some of them are even like you can buy ones that are under like $10,000, but they're more meant to be like kind of like a shed in the back. But you can convert them to like a 1 bedroom like kind of suite if you really wanted to.
That'd be cool.
If you installed like insulation and shit, and you fucking got it all like fitted out with the electrical shit and the piping, all the plumbing, you literally have a house right there, bro.
Your house is tapped.
But I think that's going to be the future towards like buying homes and customizing homes. Like you're literally just going to be able to buy a plot of land and then customize a home on a website, and then like fucking get some guys to come down and build a house for you, install everything with some additional costs, and then you'll have a house there for like fucking you'll be paying under $100,000 for like just an entire house.
That's kind of crazy.
Like for you to own. And like and I mean like that price for like us out here in Vancouver is just fucking unheard of. Like that's just fucking crazy.
That shit seems like too good to be true.
Yeah.
In a way, right?
But it's a legitimate thing.
I'm assuming those are like US prices that I was seeing there. But like for down here, I'm not even sure what it would cost in the whole like end result.
Not
But
Amazon?
yeah, it was on Amazon. I don't know where you can do it, but people have like already done it a couple times. Like the house is like sold out in like a couple minutes, apparently.
Damn.
Well, that's kind of.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy to think about? Like just being able to buy a whole ass house on a website.
I'd like to pre-order one house, please. It'll arrive in January 11th, 2023.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just have a home. Okay. Just hang around for a bit. I got my plot of land. I know where it is. I own it. Put a house here really soon. And then in like a couple months, there's just a fucking modern ass house all to yourself.
It doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad at all. But like
Sounds
Brandon
pretty
said,
cool.
Well, I don't know the first thing about owning a house, but to me, for that price, like that just sounds fucking amazing. Especially for us because we're like young and we want to be able to like go out and do shit and go on our own. But like it's just almost fucking impossible to do that with the price of fucking rent out here and shit.
Price of anything. Food's expensive, clothes expensive, smokes are expensive, weed's expensive.
It smokes.
Everything, man. Bro,
Yeah,
what
no.
people says smokes back in the day were like fucking less than $10. I paid $20, bro.
Can you imagine living during that time where smoking was such like a normal part of life, where it was just like it wasn't even regarded as a health thing?
fucking lungs would be black.
It's just what people did. It's like you're an adult, all right, have yourself a cigarette.
Smoking in my baby's crib. That's how normal it was. And they're just like,
Babysitter, the nannies taking
This
care of the
kid's real.
babies.
wow.
Why
you
don't
drink
you-
so much?
Why don't you go to sleep?
Oh,
yeah.
smoking. Mwah. Like those fucking ads talk about the warnings of smoking. You can end up like me with the hole in your throat. Mwah.
The mad commercial deals. I know those are like drunk driving ones, but like those like PSAs against the smoking. The weed ones are the best. The weed ones are so funny. Those are just that's just
Sorry.
classic stoner entertainment, is to be able to watch those commercials while you're high as fuck.
Huh?
You see the one with like the deflated girl, and she looks like a deflated balloon on the couch. She's like, "This is what it like after she started smoking pot. She's never been the same since."
There's
That
this one where it's like, Drew took an edible
Oh
and
yeah, I
he
saw that
and
one.
he sat down and he was petting his friend's dog. And he's just petting like this fucking pillow top furry blanket or something for like the past half hour. It's like kind of just dumb with it.
just kind of zone the fuck out. I've done that, dude. Dude, you come home high or some shit, or you're just high at your house, and you just stumble upon your household pet randomly in the hallway or in your room or some shit, man. Oh my goodness, it's time. You just vibe out with your fucking dog or cat, whatever the fuck, for like I could do that for hours.
You know
Me
what's
and my
funny?
cat.
I came back home. I was a bit turned. I'm not gonna lie. Came back home. I saw this bowl, and that's weird because like I don't have any more pets in my house. Next thing you know, like I come to my room, I hear this bell ringing. I was like, what the hell's that bell? And I look outside. There's a dog outside my room door, and I'm kind of freaking out. I was like, who's fucking dogs in my house? I'm not even allowed pets in this house. So I take the dog, I hold him and stuff, and I'm taking it back to my dad. It's like, Dad, whose dog is this? It's like, that's our dog. And he's just fucking joking with me. So I was like, what are you talking about? We can't have pets here. Like, it's what? When did we get pet? It's like, no, I'm just joking. I'm pulling like, your brother brought his pet over, so he just left it in your room. Like, what the fuck do you mean left in my room?
Man, I would have been disappointed, man. I would have thought like you guys would like getting a dog or some shit. Getting a fucking dog would be amazing.
I was having anxiety because I was turned.
I'm thinking the owner's gonna find out, man. We can't risk getting seen.
Exactly. Well then, tell me what's the life of a dog owner? Tell me, Brandon.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, man. Dogs are chilling, bro. They always keep you going and wag their tails and shit, you know. I mean, when they're puppies, it's a lot of work, but when you train the right, like, you train them the right way, it's chilling, bro.
Now,
Best friend, bro.
now imagine if Amazon trained dogs to make deliveries. They just attach it on their back, and it just releases at a certain time.
They just sent out a bunch of greyhounds or fucking German shepherds.
Who the hell's gonna chase them? Who's gonna chase down those big ass dogs with
They just
delivery?
put them on, yeah, put a massive fucking Amazon vests on them and put their little carrying basket on them. Like you could get them to deliver like fucking shit, like hard drives and phone cases and shit. Get like police trained dogs, military trained ones.
Get a mini artillery, this type of missiles, just attach it to their arm or just like
What
the
the
back
fuck?
so they just defend their packages
Get
so
them
nobody steals.
heavily armed, yeah.
Dogs.
Heavily armed fucking Amazon dogs just roaming a suburban street. They got like fucking night vision goggles on and shit, and they're all like cyborged out and just super vicious looking. They're on steroids, so they're fucking like 4 feet tall.
I'm thinking about like Wolfenstein with those fucking just scary ass dogs with like steel jaws and stuff.
I was like a hellhound at that point. Well, when you think about fucking dogs are able to fight like in military scenarios and police scenarios, like the people use them in combat. Like when you think about it in that perspective, using them for delivery, like for a delivery service, isn't that far-fetched of an idea, considering like dogs are like natural born trackers and navigators and shit.
I mean, Jeff Bezos has time and money. I mean, like, screw it. Why not?
Jeff Bezos could do fucking anything.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
Holy shit, Brandon's a vampire.
I'm
Jesus,
brat.
look at you.
Brandon is Jeffree Star.
Brandon's favorite topic is James Charles.
Kanye West hasn't had a very good couple months, has he?
No, he has not.
Pretty unfortunate. Fuck, dude.
Pretty sad, but
Poor
when you have a
man.
mental breakdown, what else do you do?
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially when you're Kanye West.
Yeah, and you're getting like pulled in so many different directions and probably being forced to do a lot of things due to contracts and just because you're like such an icon that you're just basically your existence at this point is like making other people money.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Elon Musk becoming the new richest person on Earth? And
Replacing
and
Jeff Bezos.
yeah, and Tesla just like kind of dominating like markets with like SpaceX and
I feel
all
like
these.
it's deserving, bro. I feel like I feel like Elon Musk is like despite how him and Jeff Bezos are both like geniuses, I feel like Elon Musk is going to do like a lot more good for people. He has a lot more goals in mind in terms of helping people like medically and changing how people like kind of operate, I guess, and shit. It sounds weird when you put it that way, and it is kind of a scary thought when you kind of think of like how deep his Neuralink shit goes and how he like wants to change the whole medical scene. But it is interesting to think about how he's able to like potentially cure things like cerebral palsy or autism in children before they're even born, type of thing. It'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see how things change. And I feel like Jeff Bezos is more just about like expanding his Amazon name. And though he's going to make life probably a lot more convenient for us in terms of like doing good for people, I almost feel like that's going to be more Elon Musk. He's trying to like take us to other worlds and shit too.
It's weird, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
He's
like
really
leaving Earth.
woke.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's a tentacle reaching out, grabbing shit on Earth.
I feel like I would only leave Earth if it was like dire.
Yeah.
If it was
Like
like
America.
if
Even
it
then, I'd probably want to just die on this earth, honestly.
on this earth, yeah, it's just like we were born here. This is where we're meant to be. Let's just fucking go out with it. I don't know. The only time I feel like I would consider leaving, because I mean, bro, Earth has so much to offer. Earth is like there's so much to see in Earth that we still haven't even seen yet or experienced yet. Like we got to do all that first before we even consider leaving the Earth.
Yeah. All the hard-earned work.
Yeah. I fucking imagine like well, I mean, it's not even that hard to imagine, but just imagine the dark thought of just like in the near future, like just humans just fuck the earth up so badly, despite all the obvious signs that we got to be fucking like doing our part to like save it and like do our part to like, you know, not cause so much fucking chaos on it that we just destroy it. So, and you know, we just don't listen to any of those signs and we just fucking destroy it like economically and just fucking like just the environment through pollution and shit like that and just through society as well to the point where we're just like, all right, we need to go leave. That's it. We need to start on Mars.
Never know, man.
Start fresh, big red rock.
It's not really far off. Because I do agree that Earth is kind of like deteriorating at like a slow rate, but it's a steady rate. And people just keep they don't really adhere to the signs of this like it's like, oh, global warming? Osh gosh, my gosh, you know, fuck that. They people don't really take anything seriously until it affects them personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of just sad because
Well,
like it takes
selfishness
up
seems to be like just a part of humanity at this point.
that's true. Everybody's in it for themselves and like we don't really think about the people after us. We just think about, wow, this is us. I'm gonna live it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's just me, This all revolves around me. The only thing that matters is what goes on in my daily life, and fucking anything that goes around outside don't matter because I don't see it type of thing. Like it's just such a false mentality to have in like in a society that's attempting to progress. Not to say that like we speak from any place that's like, oh, above, blah, blah, blah. Because, I mean, fucking look at us. We're just a bunch of stoners. But, like, at the same time, it's like we at least, like, kind of do our part to try to, like, be good members of society, I guess, right? There seems to be a lot of people that just, like, kind of, they let that pass by in order to just kind of get through the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's our hubris. It's our fucking pride. We always think we're like the best in the universe and shit because we're kind of like the only ones that know that we're just like self-conscious beings and shit. Till eventually the aliens just start coming back and just start putting us in our place.
Yeah, man. See how it goes. Imagine if we met aliens after we moved to a different planet.
Yeah, then that would fucking really castrate us as a society because we wouldn't have the fucking big dicks anymore. We'd be like, holy shit, there's like somebody on, there's another food chain. This is
Yeah.
something completely different. We don't know how the fuck to deal with this. It's kind of like this virus too. This really castrated us too. We always felt like we were the fucking like, oh, we could go out, do anything, whatever. Let's fucking just party all day, whatever. We can fucking do what we want. We live free. And then all of a sudden, no, this virus comes around and says, no, you're in timeout. You're in timeout for a bit. Or the government, rather, says you're in timeout for a bit. Well, no, that's almost like anti masker talk, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Regardless, this year said no.
Yeah.
Gosh. You think we'll actually develop technology in which we'll be able to like explore like somewhere out of our galaxy ever?
Yeah, I believe so. At
I
some
think
point in
we'll
time,
see it in our time.
humans are meant to explore, bro. We have that need. It's like a fucking animal like instinct drawn for us. Like we're just meant to cultivate, explore, fucking repopulate, just take land for ourselves, I guess, because once again, coming back to the selfishness part, like we just want to like make things for ourselves and explore and make things new and start things and create things.
See,
It's
if
like
I
a
was an alien, I would consider human beings invaders.
yeah, we're a very parasitic fucking species in the universe. We just kind of take things over and we fucking destroy things and we fucking eat shit and piss and we curse and we say fuck and we go by our daily life being crude as shit to each other, but also very loving as well and very supportive in many occasions. But for the most part, we like to cause a lot of fucking chaos
Yeah.
because we're a psychotic species.
We are psychotic.
We're the worst animals.
Yeah.
We're the
Not
most
really.
deadly.
Like, what's the fucking meaning of probably normal? Because people say like I'm a normal person and stuff. What the hell does normal really mean to them?
Well, I think that's the
Normal,
most deadly part about being human is classifying something as normal and being like, okay, you got to follow these guidelines to be normal. You can't break out of your little proverbial box or your little like box of personality, like to express yourself. You always got to fucking kind of follow these trends and follow the opinions of these people so that you can kind of fit in. That's just the outsourcing part of our species. And it's just fucking it's ridiculous, and that going back to what I said, it's deadly. What would you like classify as like what we think is normal?
it's kind of tough because it depends on each person. Like, because they view things differently. Like, let's say an entirely weird person views normal as boring and stuff. Like boring, average, nothing special about
Like
it.
just like the normal life type of deal, like just kind of
Exactly.
like
But
just
like,
gets no like satisfaction from it.
yeah, like because normal to us is just something that we've had in us, like we've experienced it tons of times. Like that's the norm and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of stick on that subject, like because once it's only if something's out of place, that's when it's out of norm. You get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
So I guess normal is just something that's kind of straightforward,
And
and anything
boring.
that's been boring, yeah, pretty much.
Well, if you're trying to follow the crowd and you're trying to like almost be a bit of a sheep, you're just gonna like I can't see who would get any sort of thrill from that. Or I guess people who get any sort of a thrill living in a sort of a lifestyle like that just doesn't even acknowledge the fact that they're living super normal. And they just kind of just take it as like, oh, okay, whatever. It's good that I fit in. It's all good that it's like this, whatever. And they go along, but then they don't realize that like there's a genuine benefit to expressing yourself despite the fact that it might not be what is considered normal in society, I guess. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's normal that people live. It's normal that people die. I think it's kind of crazy in this
Not me,
this
I'm
way.
different.
You're fucking immortal, eh?
I barely lived and I don't plan to die. Unless
Well,
maybe. Sometimes you can just be like, bleh. And other times you just be like, man, no.
that's the scariest thing. Like, think about it. We don't think about it too often, but like, we could die between now and like 60 years later on. And it's kind of a
Or even
scary
more
thought, but we don't really
potentially.
think twice about it. And I don't know if you guys take
But
life for
what if
granted.
one of us lived till 200?
That would be
Fuck
fucking
that.
horrible. I don't want to live to
I don't want to
200.
live 200 years. Fuck that.
Fuck that shit. I would be the grumpiest old man in existence. Know how much fucking, because, oh man, you already hate, like, I can already see how we kind of hate the way that like life changes already at such an accelerated rate, and how these like new trends pop up that are just so stupid to us, like these trends that these like kids follow on social media and shit. And now
Shit,
just
what's I
picture
follow?
that if you're 200 fucking years old, you wouldn't even understand what's going on around you.
Fucking confused all the time.
I would just pretend it was still like the years when I was young, just so I could just pretend I wasn't like in the current year I'm living in.
Right. I've always kind of had this kind of tough argument where it's like, why do we have such an emotional response to people that have died? Because we know that they're going to die someday, and then they die, and they die. Hey man, subject. I'm just hopping on the first thought.
You smiled at me again. Why did you smile at me?
I'm smiling because you're gonna die soon.
Hey, bro, you never know. And that's why it's so important to like just live every day like super happy, Because
But
even if you were
is
to,
it the inevitability, or is it like the to know that your days are numbered is what gives life meaning?
I feel like if you're a like motivated enough person, you could actually use that like inevitability towards some sort of like push for yourself. You know what I mean? I'd be like, you know what, like I'm gonna die one day. Why should I give a fuck if this isn't gonna turn out the way that I want it to? Maybe I should just go for it anyway, type of deal. And like pursue what I want to pursue, or talk to who I want to talk to, or become who I want to become. Like, I'm gonna die one day anyway, no different than anyone else. Days are numbered. We don't know when it's gonna end, so we might as well do our part to fucking work and do what we want to do.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough. People work and they shovel shit. Sometimes they don't even move an inch. That's just sometimes that's just fucking life.
Yeah. Well,
This shit is
like
scary.
people are always like, you gotta be moving all the time. You gotta be going, you gotta be grinding. You gotta be
And keep
pursuing,
doing the
man. You gotta be
grind,
putting in
working
that time,
McDonald's.
man. Well,
Fucking.
well, hey, man. Well, no different, man. Like, so you're
Like,
gonna
shit.
move at different paces at different periods of time, right? Like you're gonna really be moving forward when you like get your life set and your goals set and you know you're on a good track. But if you're still figuring shit out, you're gonna be moving a little bit slower. And there's nothing wrong with that because sometimes like if you move slower and you don't take things fast, then you have more time to think about what you want to do, right? And have more time to approach your life in a way where you're gonna be the happiest. That's speaking from a man who does not know what he wants to do yet with his life.
That's okay, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Same.
We got dreams. We got fucking goals.
Yes, sir.
So the best part is the journey. Well, like the end result is always the purpose.
Life is a journey, but the end result is the purpose. Would you say that the journey is the destination as well?
I would agree. The journey is the destination. Everywhere you've gone, every person you've touched in your life.
Yeah.
Not
feel like-
physically.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brandon gave me a weird face, and I thought
Life is all about the people you've been upon, you know, man. It's all about the people you've been with physically and emotionally. I feel like
How much
people.
pussy you ate?
How much has your thirst been quenched? Are you a thirsty man by the end of the journey, or are you
brother's
a man
thirsty.
who is well quenched? You know. I think of like I always think about how people if they think like people who think about life as something that there's like a goal to get to, like it's like a race, right? You got to get ahead of the next guy because you got to get to the finish line, right? I feel like people who look at life like that miss out on a lot more because they don't look at the journey as the destination. They don't look at like your your journey towards success and your experiences that you have in between where you're at now and wherever your goal is, and the relationships you make and the small little moments that you have that make you happy or sad or you know depressed or you know fucking great, like just anything that makes you like that impacts you in some sort of way, and the smallest little form factor is so important in your life. And people who look at their life as something like, okay, I got to get here, I got to get here so I can be happy, and that's how I'm going to be happy, rather than okay, I want to get here so I could be happy, but I got to focus on being happy in between as well, and I got to do my part to make other people happy as well, and I got to fucking kind of stop and smell the roses a little bit, rather than kind of like you got to look at life as more as like a forest kind of path you're walking through, because you don't really look through that to get through it quickly unless it's fucking nighttime and you feel like there's a murderer behind you. You fucking if it's like the daytime and you're walking through a forest, you're walking through and you're looking at nature, you're absorbing it, you're
Why not
taking
stop and plant some more roses, man?
yeah, man, you can fucking
Yeah.
plant as many roses as you want along the way. And no one's stopping you from planting anything in a forest either. But if you were, say, in an airport terminal, you're literally just looking to go, get through, get your business done, get to where you have to because you're on a time limit type of shit. Or you're sitting there waiting and dragging because whatever flight you had is fucking delayed and you're hating your life. Or and this is like a whole like euphemism for just looking at life, you know, you could look at it as like a forest path or an airport terminal, and I feel like you're going to enjoy yourself a lot more if you just look at it like a forest path, because that's when you're going to stop and take it all in and have all the good experiences and notice a lot more.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Anything you see, man.
Hey, tell me something. If you meet the one,
The one. Whoa.
if you meet
Oh
the one,
man, we're
whoa,
going deep now.
you
We're
meet
about
the
to
one.
have an emotional conversation. The one.
Are you from that point forward responsible for their happiness, or are they responsible for their own happiness? Brandon.
I feel like if you meet the one and you know they're the one because you feel that they love you back equally, I feel like
Just
you're just,
constantly
yeah, well, you're just as responsible for like making sure that they're happy and for them to make sure that you're happy. There's got to be a very strict balance from that. And if you're not making them happy, then they can't make you happy, and vice versa. You know, it's never going to go just, it's never a one-way street on
yeah.
that.
And everyone has ups and downs. Like there's nothing wrong with having problems. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
how the two of you solve those problems together, not like hating on each other for making
Hmm.
decisions and shit. Like things are gonna get rough. You just need to deal with them.
Yeah, like you don't have to be happy and amazing all the time because nobody's perfect. And, you know,
That
nothing
person
is,
should bring you joy, and you should bring joy to that person.
yeah, man, in the moments that count the most. And, you know, if there's just, if you're never bringing that person joy and they're never bringing you
Not
any
the
joy, yeah,
one.
literally, that's it. It's just as simple as that. And it's
You
like,
gotta be
okay,
happy with your fam, bro.
yeah, man, you gotta, then you just move on to better things and you
Things in
further
common,
pursue the
yeah.
one. Yeah, man.
I believe there is a human soul for everybody. Like
Yeah, like everyone's got a soul.
soulmate, like everyone has
Oh,
a soulmate out there.
oh, yeah.
It's up to you,
Rest in
you know,
peace,
to
single
figure
boys.
out who it is. And there's gonna be false ones.
That's the
Not
hope
Yeah.
that the single boys follow, man.
I always think that those ones that were before the one, I always think they're just steps towards that person.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
steps you
Bro,
need to
the
take.
one could be 10 years from now. Some people don't find true love till they're in their fucking 50s, 60s, 70s, bro. I mean, that would be a really depressing life. They would have seen a lot of shit. But like some people don't find love until they're late old.
Yeah, man, for sure. And, you know, everybody's journey is different. You know, some people get it right away, some people don't. But, you know, regardless, just as long as you get to that place where you're happy, that's what matters the most, right?
There was a study at Oxford talking about you'll have three loves in your life before you find the one. Or yeah. So the first one would be puppy love, which is like something you've always dreamed about, but something that's just not attainable by the standards that you're striving for.
So, what would that look
And it's
like
just
in
a
like
lot of
a physical example?
um kind of this like it's kind of like just testing the waters and stuff because you think you're in love with this person or something and at first glance like they're the first person that you've cared about and that's why it's a lot more
Oh,
deeper.
yes.
And
Okay, I
then
see.
there's the second one where this is actually the difficult one in which there's a lot of problems, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of this like imperfections in either person.
A frustration state.
Mm.
Exactly. And then finally the third one, which is your true love, which is it's actually just somebody that understands, that have known the struggle, that can relate to you on many levels, and it's just something that you've both strived towards being, in which you finally found the one. So
I feel like
yeah,
there's lots of puppy love though.
yeah, that's true.
Like you could have your first like love and like whether it's middle school, high school, primary, whatever. You know, some people even have crushes on like in kindergarten and shit. You know, like I just feel like puppy love is all about like the learning stages of like the immature, petty, dumb, stupid shit that's
Oh
completely
yeah,
useless. And it's just a learning curve for the beginning. And then that second one you were talking about, yeah, I can see that. But that's like a big learning curve too, because that's where you should determine where your limits cross and like where you draw the line compared to the person that's gonna use you and abuse you.
I feel like that one would sting the most because if
It
you,
would,
because you would almost think they're the one at first, right?
it would probably
exactly.
take the longest to get over, but once you get over that stage, I feel like that's your like the best time to be living.
Mm.
And hopefully at that time, once you've healed over, maybe you're not so keen on like letting yourself open to others, but you're willing to go out there and meet people. And like we were talking about earlier, like before the podcast, Justin, like being able to like not like you can still see so many people throughout your day, but you don't have to let them in personally. Like that's personal trust, and to me that's one of the most valuable things somebody can give you access to as a person and as a loved one, or like the chosen one, or any family. Like that's where trust is the biggest piece, and that's like
Justin,
Yo.
did he pause?
I think he may have lost connection in the middle of that.
Yeah, he's gone off too. All that good.
I wasn't sure if you were lagged out as well, so I was just
No,
kind
I
of
saw your
sitting
eyes
here.
move, so I was like, Justin.
Oh man, I was totally into what he was saying as well.
I was agreeing a lot with it and stuff.
It really is like a fucking journey, though, isn't it? Just a journey of fucking heartbreak and hurt, just left and right until you get to that right stage. I guess it's no different than just trying to find the right person in life.
Yeah,
Or
there's a
sorry, I
bright
mean like
side
the
to
right
every.
like career in life, you know, like a lot of people face like a lot of failures along the way. Oh, yeah, he's back. He's
Hey,
back. He's back.
hello,
Hello, hello.
hey.
howdy.
Howdy.
Okay,
I
welcome
don't know
back.
what that was all about. Uh,
Yeah, it's probably just internet stuff.
yeah, no, just like going on about like finding the trust is like the key piece to like having a healthy relationship. And until you can like you don't have to let people in right away. You just gotta you can still get to know them, find things in common with each other, but the best opportunity is wait a while till you can see who that person is before you open up and let them inside to your feelings. Because once you let somebody into your feelings and you let them inside emotionally, it's just like a fucking like giving them access for a lot of hurt, and they're just gonna play with feelings and shit unless you find the right person. But how are you gonna know they're the right person unless you've known them for like at least like 6 to 8 months?
Yeah,
That's
no
already
doubt.
pushing it. I feel like it would realistically like a year and a half to close to 2 years to fully like kind of understand somebody in a sense. And that also means you're spending a lot of time with that person within those like year and a half to 2 years.
Oh yeah, at that point you would know like anything about the person and what they like in terms of like you know what they mean to say if they say something else, and you know all their little quirks and their little things that can set them off and shit. Like you know just everything about them.
Yeah.
Trust is so fucking key. Like if you got that, you got nothing in the relationship. Like
Nothing that's gonna really affect it, I don't
in
think.
any relationship really, like even
Yeah.
friendships and stuff, like if you got no trust, like you don't have shit. Like what do you got there?
Loyalty has always just been something that's always been kind of. It's always been a force, or sorry, not a force. It's always been a quality that's kind of always been trusting and always been like being there. Like what's it called? There's different types of loyalties and stuff in which like we like building like structures around, like loyalty among friends, loyalty amongst like your partner, loyalty among like your family and your
Mm-hmm.
dog and shit like that. I feel like for a strong part, like to find somebody that's kind of loyal, it's kind of hard because we still kind of, I wouldn't say we lie to each other, but like we still lie a tiny bit.
No, of course it's human nature, right? Well, think about loyalty is so sought after because like think about how many times you've even been betrayed by somebody like you thought you were close with, or if somebody like just you thought that you could just trust because this person was just your whole life you could trust this person, but then all of a sudden something happens and your opinion changes, and then now you have a whole different definition of loyalty, right? When you find people that are truly loyal at that point, that's when it becomes that much more important, and they become that much more closer to you, and you hold them in a much higher like kind of regard in your life, I guess.
Gosh.
I'm not loyal to you because you're a hoe, and these hoes ain't loyal. You.
You just hate me because you ain't me.
It's true. I wish I had that fucking soft caramel skin and that raggedy black hair.
You just
That
call my hair raggedy.
a little scrunchy. It's a little like a loofah, like a bath loofah, like a bath sponge. It's reminiscent of that. If I was to dye your hair light blue or light pink, perhaps, then I feel like it would greatly resemble a loofah, especially if I was to turn your face into a meme and hold it right next to a loofah. And
Racism at its
what?
best.
How the fuck is that racism?
Compared my hair to a fucking
Hey
bathroom
man, you got your hair
loofah.
like that. It's your choice.
What do you mean?
There's plenty of Fijian men out there with
With
fucking
fucking gelled hair? What do you mean?
immaculate hair.
It's immaculate.
I strive to see you turn into one of those Fijian guys one day with just the massive dreads, and he's just like he fucking looks like a mountain, and he's like just got dreads down past his shoulders and shit, and he's like, oh,
What type of fucking Fijians have you been looking up?
with like dreads and shit.
Jensen, the ones with dreads and shit.
I've seen island guys with dreads.
And you just don't cut
not...
your hair for 4 years.
Oh yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine 4 years I cut my hair. My dad. I have enough of my.
Hey man, I'm a year in. Almost a year. Probably like February. It'll be a year.
That'd be nice. Justin, how long does your hair grow?
My hair grows fucking quick. I used to get like back when I used to like to keep my hair short, I would have to get a haircut like every like week and a half, 2 weeks, just to like maintain it. But now I just kind of let it grow, and when I keep it long, it's harder to notice when it gets long when you keep it long. So I haven't really been tracking it, but it's if I don't get it cut for like let's say over like a month, like my hair's like over my eyes. And fucking like let's say like if I started a month like with fairly like medium length hair, by the time like it's the end of the month, like it's like basically over my nose, I would say.
Think about just growing out your hair for probably just like a few months, see where that goes, where that ends up.
I was thinking about doing that recently because I was keeping my hair like long in the top and short at the sides for the longest time, but I was kind of thinking about just maybe growing it up for a bit and keeping it maybe like medium length to long-ish length. Brandon's been growing out his hair for fucking forever.
You're
going for that cowboy look.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know.
Like
at first, I would try. Like I've gotten like 2-3 tattoos during COVID, and like I feel safer with a tattoo artist than I do being in a barber.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
That's one of my bigger reasons why I haven't gotten a haircut. Plus, I'm lazy and like don't really. I've never had my hair this long. I just don't really give a fuck to sit in a fucking barber shop and wait to get my hair cut in a time like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm kind of in survival mode, man. I'm just fucking growing this shit out, man.
Yeah, bro. Well, it's like the apocalypse, right?
Yeah, man.
People grow out their hair in the fucking zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, bro. You just gotta full send it.
I think the like that thing about the like the barber shop like the barber and the tattoo artist rather. I think it's more because like anybody could become like a barber, really. Like anybody can cut hair and like I guess if you do a shitty job, you get fired, but you could just go to any barber shop, whatever. But like you gotta like show proof that you're a good tattoo artist.
It's not easy. I think you have to be pretty talented to become a barber.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
Barber, like shop or like to be a part of your like an own company based thing. They get pushed around a lot, and a lot of like shit talk and shit gets put on their name. Barbers and shit, but
especially if you're like
two artists though, like the difference between the whole COVID shit and the two of them, like you're booking your appointment. I know you book an appointment with a barber now too, but like you're booking your appointment, you get there, there's not a single person in sight most of the time unless it's you're like tattoo artist.
Mhm,
And you sit down, you both got masks on, you're chilling.
mhm.
And I'm pretty sure you like a lot of artists, I don't know if that's changed now, but a lot of artists weren't doing like face neck um tattoos because of COVID. This
Like
happened
they
to
weren't
face.
doing them.
Yeah, because that would make contact even with a mask on. It
Yeah,
was
that
like
would make
contact
sense.
up close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I would yeah. I don't know. I need
It's
to get tatted. I need to get some more tattoos done.
Yeah, I was thinking it was almost fucking
Save some
tattoo time for me as well.
Put some money aside.
fucking while waiting for mine. It's still hard trying to find somebody to do traditional.
Yeah, I was just about to say you're gonna do that like actual
You
like
should
like
do
they're.
it in like Fiji or some shit, bro.
I would have to probably do that in Fiji.
It would be
I think
sick.
it would be worth the wait then,
It
Doc.
would, bro. I would
It's more
totally save
genuine
up
that way
a
too.
plane ticket to go with you.
Yo,
I
If
would
you want,
love to witness that.
and we
yeah,
could just get lit in Fiji. Fuck yeah.
yo, buddy, you can stay on my family's island, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You get lit.
Dude, that would be amazing. I would love to experience like seeing Fiji or some form of country like
I'm so
that.
sorry. I didn't
All
know your family had an island, Andrew. That's wicked, bro.
Well, my mom has like a ton of fucking. Well, right now, like she has like 50 acres of like of island land and stuff.
Wow.
She's considering like my dad's considering just building on it.
And it's all like tropical jungle kind of style.
Yeah, it's still like kind of untouched, so we haven't really gone back to the island and stuff. We kind of just
what?
stay with our uncles and our aunts. So my
50
dad's like,
acres,
you know
man.
what?
That's
We
a
should,
lot of land.
yeah. So
That's
like,
decent.
and it's by the
Dude,
beach. Like we can choose either to build it by the beachfront or like farther up the mountain.
beachfront. Dude, we should get an Amazon house built on that land and then we should just move there. Move on
We all
beachside.
just become Fijian.
We'll just do the podcast full
Let's get a
time.
tattoo. Boom. We're in.
Boom, man.
Yeah,
That's your citizenship. This tattoo that stays on you for life.
we'll all get like traditional tattoos. We'll have to be like welcomed in your family or something, or welcome to the island first, so it would be like actually like meaningful and
Oh well, you
sacred.
have to sacrifice one person of your family before entering my family.
Oh, okay. It's like an exchange, I see.
Yes. Well, here's a club. You have to actually hit him in the head. You have to smash his head in
Oh, with a rock or a club or
with the club. Actually, our family's weapon is actually a mace.
oh, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You should get like a mace tattooed on your body. And like
Just think about like Post
A
Malone's
can-
oil on his
a-
fucking face.
a can of mace.
Can of mace
I was mazed.
made
I
in
was,
Fiji.
I was
fucking-
mazed. Were you storming into the Capitol? Yeah, I was mazed. They maced me. I
I don't know why. I wasn't doing anything.
Why? Why would this happen to me? Oh, phone call.
Drug dealer.
Yeah, the plug. Yo, I'm outside, man.
They know. They know.
Got your weed, man.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, we don't have to go too deep into it, but I do want to fucking at least mention it because it is something that happened very recently. But obviously, the fucking U.S. Capitol building was stormed by Trump supporters on Wednesday, July the 6th, and
It was all a hoax.
it was
It's
never
not real.
happened.
Never happened.
Not they were all
False
actors.
news.
How fucking crazy was that, bro? They literally pulled it off, man. Quentin Tarantino directed it himself.
Also, Nicolas Cage was in there singing the fucking
Declaration of
Independence and shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't there famous people in there?
I don't believe there was anyone like famous,
Probably
but
in
I
the
think
clan.
I thought there was a dude who had like a TV show and he was the guy who stole the podium or some shit.
That guy got arrested.
Oh,
I
is
shit
that?
you not.
Yeah, no, I saw he got arrested. Apparently his wife runs a business and her business got like fucking completely like brought under because of it. Like her Google reviews were just fucking spammed with like trolls and hate mail and shit because of it. Yo, fucking Sorry to change the subject, but it looks like Devin's in the waiting room.
Oh,
Ladies and
bring him
gentlemen,
in. Perfect timing
Devin.
too. He loves.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my
dude.
boy.
Nice hair there, dude. That's them clean beat.
Jordan.
hi,
Hello, Jordan.
Smash.
Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Wow,
Oh, man, he's got it on the AirPods.
he's actually a pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Devin. It's great to have you, man. It's great to see you as well. How are
My
you?
AirPods aren't working, but
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That sucks,
It's
man.
okay. We should switch to Android. We should switch back. Samsung gang. Bro, if Apple keeps fucking around with their phones and changing this shit and making these ridiculous fucking rules for how phones should be in the future, I'm going back to Samsung. I don't care.
What are they saying?
Well, like they're not like
Let's get
including a
rid of the charging port.
yeah, like they want to like get rid of the charging port completely at some point, but now they're fucking like not including the charging fucking
What's the point?
the charging brick.
Like a sheet of
Sorry.
glass is a phone.
Yeah, and well, like, bro, I think they just want to
That
fucking
is fuck, bro.
It's twice as
thin fuck,
expensive.
bro. Like, and that's an older gen. Like, it's
Damn.
thin as fuck, bro.
well, your
What?
phone's
Apple's-
fucked.
No, it's thin, bro. Like,
Oh, it's thin as
Oh.
fuck. Oh yeah, no, I get what you mean.
so thin.
But like it's because they want to make wireless charging the new normal thing for phones in the future.
Why?
But you don't do
It's a-
that by taking away features from a phone. I don't know if we were talking about this on the podcast previously or not, but it's fucking stupid regardless. And like if they make those changes and people see that those changes are fucking stupid and Samsung like refuses to make changes like that, I might just fucking just go back, bro. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I agree to like progressing technology and like finding new ways to do things such as charging your phone, but at the same time I don't think you do that by like forcing people to buy an additional product for your fucking phone because they didn't include it with the one you literally just paid like over fucking $2,000 for in some cases. Oh, Devin's reconnecting.
Here's the promo. Like, I feel like the guys in Apple are just promoting this, just thinking about this. How would we make a new phone? Okay, take away the features, make it twice as easily to break, and double the price of it.
Yeah,
it's
and
just a
like
social experiment, bro.
yeah, and like let's make like basic apps like Instagram and Twitter and shit. Like you got to pay for them now. They're all on a monthly service.
Dude, I'm gonna imagine.
Imagine. Dude, I would just chuck my phone in the fucking ocean.
Yeah, and then I would just become like just a person with no phone, or I'll buy one of those like those minimalist phones where they literally only make phone calls and they maybe have like a calculator on it and a flashlight, and that's all you use it for.
Have you seen those phones that you can like change the parts of? Like,
Well, like you can add like expansions and shit on it. Or...
yeah, it was like supposed to be like so you can like always update your phone, and you just like it was like a Lego piece.
Mods on your phone.
Oh, so rather
It was
than
like a
buying
Lego
like
piece.
rather than buying a new phone every time, it'd be like, okay, you can buy a new camera to upgrade it and like click this one
Yeah.
out,
Extended
pop this
mag.
in. That's actually smart.
Optic.
Pretty dope.
That's pretty weird.
That's like a hacker phone.
Yeah.
That's what Snowden would use.
I can raise my hand in this.
Oh,
Lego
yes.
hand?
Devin, do you have a question? Please. Please give
No,
your
I
thoughts on the
don't,
matter.
bro. Aren't they making a phone or I mean a car? Obviously they're making phones.
Apple?
Apple? Yeah.
Yeah, we are talking about that a little bit earlier. I don't know shit about it, but it's fucking kind of interesting. I want to
They
know what
haven't
they're gonna
released
do.
anything. They just like announced it.
I feel like they're gonna do something similar with what Amazon's gonna do with like memorizing your calendar and sending a car over to your house. Like I feel like fucking
That's so ghetto.
it's weird, man. But like I feel like the Apple Car will be able to connect to like your Siri, and then Siri will know your calendar in your phone. And they'll be like,
That's
okay,
so
it
ghetto.
looks like you have work Monday to Friday from 5
Who
a.m.
think they're
to
gonna run that
Man,
shit?
these car designs look doo-doo, man.
But
It's like,
when
how
it
much
needs
is
an
a
No. Brandon asked how much a Tesla is, and I'm pretty sure the Model 3 is like 30K.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
When you
how
think
much?
It's not that bad.
Well, when
Well,
you think about all the things that
that's
car
like an
can
average
do,
car,
yeah, there's a lot of cars that are like can't even do half the things a Tesla can that are new and
and they're
fucking
like
cost.
80, 90.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
bro.
grab some water. Hold on.
Yeah, go
Excuse me.
for it. Yeah, go for it. Elon Musk said he's gonna try to make Teslas even more affordable too. Like he wants to make like Teslas like the normal car that you see on the road.
Yeah, I've been seeing them around Vancouver a lot lately. And
There
stuff.
is
I
so
feel like
many on the road already, dude.
Well, bro, I almost imagine they're going to
Like
become like
so many.
they're like a modern day General Motors. Like they're just starting off with this new way of like revolutionizing like motor vehicles, and they're just going to be a staple in society from here on out. And you're going to know them and everything. You're going to see a Tesla everywhere in the world, on every street, every road. It'd be very
this is how
common to
Elon
have
Musk
one.
takes over the world, man.
I
Yeah,
believe it, man.
yeah, especially the universe as well.
His nickname was literally like the real life Tony Stark.
He was
is.
in Iron Man 2 as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
in Iron Man. That's because of his name.
Wasn't
his
isn't
nickname.
isn't he trying to make a fucking
Movie in space? Yeah.
movie in space with
But also, did you know that NASA? If you don't know this, NASA has a restaurant in space.
Really?
what?
Yes. There's been so much media going on. Like when NASA announced it and stuff, it fell under like a bunch of this other shit.
Really?
NASA
so.
restaurant.
I
in
believe
space.
that's true. I'm not 100%.
Is it on like the space station? Like, like a restaurant, like just for astronauts? Then
That'd be
I thought
crazy.
I thought they just had food on like the space station.
I want to go to Mars with Elon.
Yeah, bro, fucking Mars would be great. We're talking about what would your opinion be on like leaving the Earth and going to like colonize Mars? Like, if you had an opportunity to do that, would you just
I'd
say
do
like,
it.
yeah, fuck
I'd
it,
say
leave the
fuck
Earth?
it.
Yeah.
I would. That'd be lit. Like if I had no relationships or like nothing like
Like
holding me
everybody went,
back.
like all the
Yeah.
homies, all your
Like that would
family.
be lit. Like it would be lonely as fuck, bro.
That's
True. If you had the people that you loved up there, I feel like it would be like, all right,
It'd be lit.
it would be
Yeah.
crazy to see like a new society develop. They would have to have shit up there already. Like you would
They
have to
have
like
to.
you would have to have like entertainment and shit, and like because you would go insane.
Because didn't they already send people to Mars?
I don't think
Or
a
they were
person's ever
planning
been
on
to
doing it?
Mars yet. Yeah, I think it's just because the journey would take way too long. It would take like fucking like many years just to get there, and then they would have to come
Mars?
back as well. Yeah.
I thought it was only 4
It's-
years, wasn't it?
something like that.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was more.
I'm gonna Google it.
I was gonna do that too.
4 years. Oh, there's fucking pussies then. 4 years is nothing, man.
Like you can have
2-way
four-
trip is under a decade. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking
the time
put the
the
pedal
Trip
to the
takes
metal.
around
Here.
7 months.
What?
Oh,
To Mars?
It's a fucking it's the second rock from the moon, I
A
believe.
bit longer than astronauts currently stay on the International Space Station. The precise
I'm lying.
duration of each journey depends on when it is taken because both Mars and Earth orbits are not perfectly circular. The time it takes to travel between the various from 6 to 8 months.
Huh?
I think it was-
What the fuck? Okay, well, why haven't humans been to fucking Mars then? That doesn't
They
seem like
probably
that long.
have,
Can I
man.
just snap
oh,
my
we've probably
fingers?
been there tons of times.
We gotta go save that rover. You remember the rover that was on Mars that went offline? He was like
Wally?
the only, not fucking, not what the fuck? Wally, fucking Wally, the fucking
Wally.
what's his name, Voyager or some shit.
Oh yeah, it was. I
That
think
little
so.
cute guy who would take photos of the Mars landscape, and then he went offline one day. He just like fucking just.
I
went
remember
offline.
hearing that.
We got to go up and save him. That's what we got to do.
You think there's life deep within Mars?
Like beneath
Like,
the
if
surface,
you travel
like
under,
at
like,
it in its
under the
core. Bro, like a fucking society of Mars mole people. Fuck,
Get
dude, that would be
Mars.
crazy. Like just like planet devouring parasites that like it's like imagine like a fucking Mars is just like a hollow egg, and it's just holding billions of fucking alien life forms that are just super fucking deadly to planets. And as soon as we start drilling into the surface of it, we just let out this fucking horrible, horrible disease onto our fucking solar system that just starts slowly devouring all the planets.
Man, nah.
Nah,
I
you don't
want
think
to
so?
believe there's like what? No, I don't want to
What
believe
are you, a
that.
scientist? What
Not
are you,
really.
an
I'm a Christian.
astronomer? You're a Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really say that in the Bible, do they?
No, it doesn't. It does say something about Dutch people, though. Let me look it up.
You know what it also doesn't say? Anything about you progressing farther with that yee ass haircut.
Ah, damn. I got this hair from my grandfather. He was black.
It was in
That's
his genes.
racist.
Was he really? I wouldn't have been able to guess that.
Well, actually, he was part Tanzanian, so he was part. He was more native Fijian than Tanzanian Africa.
Have you ever seen that movie Sorry to Bother You starring Lakeith Stanfield? Or however you say his last name? Stanfield, maybe?
Lakeith Stanfield?
Lakeith Stanfield? Is that really how you say his name?
Lakeith?
Lakeith. That's what I thought his name was. Lakeith? You said Lakeith? I don't think his name is that. I think you lacketh the ability to be able to pronunciate names, or perhaps I do, whatever the correct answer is. I'm not about to fucking look it up. I'm not.
The substitute teacher.
I'm fucking.
Class.
I'm clap, bro. I'm too
love
high
it.
to be able to do that at the moment. What did you just say?
Okay, we're gonna cut that.
Wait,
everybody.
Okay, no, go on.
Well, it was just funny because those substitutes always butchered her name, and I felt so bad for this student. I think the worst pronunciation.
There's nothing bad about saying her first name.
Like
she was nice. They did mispronunciate her name a lot. They also mispronunciated fucking my last name all the time. Don't say it. Don't say it, you fucking dumbass. You're so stupid. Said my last name again.
Oh, dude, just say this word out. Just do the word thing where this is beep.
Just beep it. Yeah, okay.
Just
I can
beep
do that.
it.
That would be funny.
Can we do a black marker around Andrew's
What the fuck?
Devin, you look like one of the dwarves from fucking the Hobbit movies.
Yes, sir.
Doradon.
What up?
Tarkov tonight.
I'm not home.
Playing Tarkov. No, we should play Hell Let Loose after the podcast, bro.
I'm down for that.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
But Tarkov tonight, Doradon.
I'm not home.
Devin running
home. What, you in the streets or something? You homeless?
What? No, I'm at my wife's house.
He's at the it's homeless. He's at the shelter. He's using Wi-Fi.
Why does he have a silk goddamn pillow set?
Yeah,
no, they have them in
pink silk, yeah. Living good.
Silk is actually the shit. It
really is.
It's quite nice.
Silk is nice in the summertime. You know, it keeps your face cool, like a pillow sheet like that.
Yeah.
Silk is nice
addicted to Tarkov.
Yeah, I got full armory, bro.
Yeah, bro, no kidding. Yeah, so okay. Give your thoughts on Tarkov, Brandon. How would you describe that as a video game? 11 out of 10.
Sweatier than Rainbow Six Siege, bro.
What do you like about it?
Everything. I don't know, man. It's just a challenge, and it's doable. Like you just once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun.
So describe what the game is like if like somebody's never heard if like Tarkov before.
I don't know, like it's a really realistic milsim game, like military strategy, first person only. You get like tilt. You can tilt your head. You can look like what, like 180.
It's
Yeah,
like one giant escape room.
yeah, pretty much. Like I swear the game came out when they started like opening escape rooms in like real life, like those like
Like
play.
when they were getting hella popular and shit.
Yeah, and that game is kind of like a giant ass like open world, but not open world escape room.
I've
Like,
never played like like I don't even know if it's really a battle royale because you're not really trying to
No,
win.
it's
You're just
not.
trying to exit. Really, you almost just drop into this
kinda,
map that's got a lot of heat already,
it's
and
all
you
about looting and surviving and escaping. It's not all about kills. Like you get a lot of kills. There's like literally something that wants to kill you around every fucking corner, pretty much.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like, you just fucking fuck shit up, bro.
I've never
Find
played a
construction.
game like that's been reminiscent of like almost taking some sort of a battle royale formula because it's like you're
But it's better.
dropping in a map like just with players with other deadly players in the map. Let's just say like that, right? I've never heard of
Easier spawn though.
yeah, well, I've never heard of a fucking like a game like that where they have like side quests and shit in it and fucking
And
boss
that too, and
battles randomly
bosses too.
scatters
And the
out. Yeah.
bosses don't have like a health bar or anything. Like you could dome the boss with one single shot,
Hmm.
but he can also dome you with one single shot. So
Yeah.
like
It's probably just a hella like fucking
It's
difficult
crazy,
AI.
man.
it's just
It's
sweaty.
crazy. There's AI, there's real players. Like you have
Yeah.
to get a
And
pack of screws to get a gun. Like gotta
it's
upgrade your
almost
hideout.
hard to tell from AI to player. Like there's a lot of well, you can tell, but like the AI in that game is pretty advanced compared to a lot of games.
Just in your personal opinion, like if you had to be stranded on an island with your gaming PC, but you could only play one game and you had a choice from DayZ, Arma, or Tarkov, which one
Oh
would you choose?
fuck.
Or Cyberpunk?
Oh fuck. Uh, I don't
You'd
know,
probably
man.
do Cyberpunk, man, on an island because at least you
Probably
can get
DLC content and shit. They're already making mods for the game, which is pretty sick. Like modders are modding up the game to like things that the like
Good for
create.
DLC, bro. It's just gonna
And
any
like
DLC,
explicit
for years talking
explicit
about DLC,
content
right?
would keep Brandon occupied.
I probably play Cyberpunk.
Probably just because of the sex factor.
Yeah, it would keep him
Yeah, you
occupied.
can have porn. You
Occupied,
can have
yeah.
a porn on the island if you get
But you
bored.
have your computer, right? So why don't you just go on?
Oh, that is true, but only one game.
If you had to choose from Arma, DayZ, or Tarkov, which one of the three would you choose?
I
Tarkov?
like DayZ because you can build bases and shit, and I like Arma because you have like unlimited helicopters, tanks, jets. You have anything. It's like your own little playground.
Would Tarkov be your choice?
Tarkov would be my choice. It's more competitive, more sweaty,
World of Warcraft
more
would be my
action.
choice.
Combat's better,
wow.
graphics are better.
Devin, are you gonna start streaming? WoW. I would
Do
love
it.
if
I
you
might
started
have
doing
to.
that. If you did a weekly stream of WoW, or like even did it multiple times in the week, I would watch every single one.
I would
Yes, sir.
I would play it.
I'd
And then
watch
I'd
it
use
while
my
editing the
computer and then
podcast,
come
and
back.
I literally offered Brandon. I said I'd buy him the game and pay for his membership, and he said no,
What?
and it really hurt my feelings.
I think seeing Brandon get into World of Warcraft would be the funniest fucking thing.
Are you
Why is
fucking
my
orcs?
Why is my full name on this shit?
I don't know. All like, because it's my full
It's
name.
Brandon.
Andrew's initial is there, and then there's Brandon. He just Brandon managed to
Yeah.
change his name to Pussy Fucker.
So I'm gonna join every
Boys,
Discord,
speaking of
every Zoom call, everything
speaking
I
of yeah, boys. Speaking of pussies, I gotta talk to you guys about the giant Earth pussy.
What?
There's a fucking 100-foot sculpture that's crafted into the side of the Earth in Brazil that is meant to look like a giant, you like fucking pussy.
Sure, it's not a crevasse or something.
So that's
No,
why now
no, it
boys-
was made by an artist. It was designed by an artist, and it was made with a team of 20 people, and it took almost a year to make. It took 11 months. They built
What's
it
this artist
into
name?
the side of the Earth, and it's a gigantic pussy. I don't know how else to fucking describe it to you guys, but it's literally like the Earth has a massive fucking vagina now, and it's in Brazil.
What's Earth's biggest secret? I need to know right now.
See, I originally
Google it?
thought that Earth's biggest pussy was Andrew. Now I'm clearly I was proven wrong.
Secret. Is this how you get to the black web?
I can assure you, I am not the biggest pussy.
You trying to get to the dark web? Did I hear that right, Brandon?
Going
I can help
going
you.
to get to the dark web.
I'm looking up Earth's biggest secret, and apparently the page
The
won't load.
Illuminati. The Illuminati.
Because the Illuminati just fucking.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me
Don't hurt me. No, more.
It's the answer
So
to
there's a
line
giant.
43.
Yo, you guys hear Nelk Boys in South Africa, South America?
What Nelk Boys are in South America? What are they doing in South America?
I don't know.
What
They're
Nelk Boys
just
do?
they're gonna get killed. Apparently,
That's
they
why.
tweeted that they're going into the Amazon forest.
Well, they have to have tour, bro. They got tour guides. Come on, don't get fooled.
Last tweet before the Amazon, going deep in the jungle so we will have no service for 48 hours. We'll avoid crocs and try and pull some Amazon 6.
They're fucking-
Oh my god, bro. These guys are gonna fucking die. I'm surprised they haven't died yet. This
Imagine
shit-
if one of them actually didn't make it. You just hear about it the next day.
the Amazon rainforest, dude. You literally,
Fuck
bro.
that. There's spiders, snakes, fucking.
Even like a leaf,
I do.
you brush against the wrong leaf and you got
Please.
fucking like cancer now.
You
Yeah.
got cancer.
You have cancer from a leaf.
Yeah, I don't know. You get fucking like you can get diseases from anything out there. There's like frogs out there that are like the size of your thumb, and they'll
Poison.
fucking as soon as they touch you, yeah, you get poisoned. That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
it's kind of fucking. Yeah.
What if they run into a tribe
Like some fucking headhunters, bro.
with like all their camera equipment?
Oh my god, they're gonna think they're fucking like demon summoners.
Probably.
There's this movie. I can't remember. But there was this movie where they actually used real tribes people and stuff.
Who the fuck would do that?
I don't know. This director was kind of wild, but the actor.
Was it the Daniel
was-
Radcliffe one?
No. It's a pretty old one.
Way back in the day when like movie was like a new thing. Movies were like just kind of like a new media. Yeah, movie. Yeah, monkey brain. Movie good. Pussy good.
Marry wife. Take wife home.
Play car call.
No, it
Argue with wife.
was like
Yeah,
ride
wife.
wife. It was like ride wife, life good.
No way, Brandon
Wife
drinking a
fights
glass
back.
of water, not non-alcoholic.
Yeah,
Oh,
I finished my bottle that I bought yesterday.
you're drinking water right now, Brandon?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with you?
Might be vodka.
You never know, man. It's okay.
My hand has been up for 60 hours.
You're a fucking drunk,
What?
Mr. Leahy.
I'm a drunk.
You're a fucking drunk, Mr. Leahy.
If Brandon could be any trailer park character, who would he be?
Now this is a fucking
That's
great
tough.
question. Now,
That's
in my
tough.
personal opinion, Brandon's an amalgamation of all three of the main characters.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Brand-
J-Rock and Leahy.
yeah.
I'd
All
say
of,
you're
like-
J-Rock, Leahy, and Julian. A little bit of Julian.
Yeah, I would say that.
What about Bubbles?
Bubbles, you're like,
Who would I be, guys?
it would Devin be?
Ricky and Bubbles combined.
Ricky and Bubbles combined. Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, who would I be?
Ricky and
Bubbles.
both
Ricky
of
and
them.
Bubbles. Yeah. Boo
Yeah,
boo.
I still gotta listen to their podcast. That shit sounds funny as fuck.
Oh, but dude, Park After Dark is fucking amazing. I
They
crack
have
up
a
every time.
podcast?
Yeah, it's
You,
great.
they would do like
Right.
actual theater production, like with when Leahy was alive and shit. They actually came to Maple Ridge, I think it was, one time, and they did a show out there, or it was in Vancouver. I'm pretty sure it was in Maple Ridge.
Oh wow,
That was just before Leahy died.
wow.
Years
The-
before.
Next time they come back out here, that'd be worth going to one of their shows. That'd be hilarious.
I wasn't 19 at the time. I was pretty choked.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, fucking next time.
Yeah.
I don't think their shows would be even that much money to go to. Just literally be
I
like,
don't think so. I think it was
one
like
night.
$4.
have some laughs, fucking
You can get drinks and shit.
yeah,
and
get high as fuck, get
it was,
fucked up
it was
there.
literally like them in the show, but like
It's like
That's awesome.
it's like, but it's live. Like it's live
Yeah,
production.
it's like they're there in person. It's like a
So it's like stand up kind of.
yeah, stand-up comedy.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's almost like skit stand-up comedy. That's fucking awesome,
They
dude.
did
That's
a tour. They'll do it like once in a while, occasionally. I'm
that'd be
sure
so
I'm
much
sure.
fun.
Bubbles, Julian, and Ricky. One more time, I could see them doing it. Maybe we would have to.
I
go.
love Bubbles.
Yeah, that shit's funny as fuck, bro.
Their show is so good. I hope they never take that shit off Netflix. It's honestly like genuinely such a good Canadian program. Like literally, like it's
Dude, I'm
just
so sad they took off that 70s show.
yeah, isn't that
Oh, yeah.
whack, dude?
So whack.
I heard they're gonna be putting Seinfeld on it though, and Seinfeld's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
shit.
be excited to watch that, dude.
Yeah,
They recently acquired the license a couple fucking like months ago or some shit.
can't believe the 70s show's not on there. That's
They took The Office off American Netflix. It's still on Canadian though.
really. They
Yeah.
took if they took the Office off, I'd be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Office. I haven't watched the Office. Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
I've never really watched it all. It's okay. I don't like it personally.
You
It's
know
I
what?
don't know. I feel like I've never watched it really. No.
You have to really like that like awkward type of humor.
Yeah,
type
it's
of
like
shit.
awkward, like cringy.
Quirky.
Yeah, it's super cringy.
I feel like they did it in such like an accurate way though, to the point where it's like, oh my god, like it's
I do
literally
like the main
like
boss. Like the main boss is funny. Like, Cook
yeah,
13,
Steve
like, it does
Carell
make me
fucking
laugh.
made the show.
Yeah, he is. Him, Jim. Him
And Dwight, too.
Dwight, yeah.
Yeah.
He's he's like that every odd, random, weird fucking
Oh my god, it's such a good depiction too.
serial.
He's like all the worst things about those just weird fucking
weird-ass
coworkers you have
I've
to
met
deal with.
so many of them, bro. There's one at my work, and he's just fucking like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's-
My favorite person in the show was Stanley. He was always so fucking miserable to be at work. It was hilarious.
Kevin was
he was
my
the-
favorite.
anything to get him out of work. Too.
Sitcoms are something that like should be utilized more on TV, man. Like situation comedies are such like it's such a good formula. It's just you gotta revamp it in a way so it's just not like it doesn't seem like you're trying too hard to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like so many
I feel like Friends does that.
Yeah, Friends kind of came off like that sometimes too. They had some genuinely really funny moments, but the worst one for me is fucking like SNL. SNL is
Yeah.
just like, oh man. I saw one recently where they were making fun of like SoundCloud rappers, and it
Oh,
was
God.
Pete
Timothy
Davidson.
Chalamet.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
fucking
about
Hank
to like
Peterson.
yeah, I'm not about to fucking like say any shit, but it almost sounded like he was making fun of like little Peep a little bit. I'm not gonna like spread that out there, but the way that he came off in the skit, he was like making fun of like emo rappers and SoundCloud rappers and shit.
And who
Him
was
and
this?
him and Timothy Chalamet actually was actually part of the skit, but it was like a musician skit, and they both played these SoundCloud rappers, and they were meeting with a bunch of musicians, and they were called like the Xanax Boys or some shit. They're making fun of like SoundCloud rappers. Yeah, like it could have been like
So-
the idea isn't like a terrible idea, but it's like, and if they made fun of it right, it could have been really funny. But
yeah.
no, it came off super cringy, and it came off kind of like they're trying too hard a little bit, and
Yo,
kind of like most of their humor right now. Like I don't know.
look at Key and Peele, bro. They went from like making like funny sketches, and now like
Horror films.
now they're like major actors, and one's like a director, right?
Yeah.
One's a
In and out.
director, doesn't the other one
Acting.
do like the big like events and shit, like red carpet and like fucking like
Really?
like yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're big time right now,
Yeah, they're
especially
huge.
like Jordan Peele. Like people are probably like just striving to be in his movies just
Yeah.
because they've
Yeah,
all, like both of
100%.
them have gotten such praise.
That just shows you, man. Like
What other one did he make? He made like Get Out and what else?
Us.
What else?
Us.
Oh yeah. Us.
he's working. I think he has a third film out.
Antebellum.
Is that?
Oh,
Us is like,
is that
Us is
out?
like
Oh,
the newer
yeah.
one, right? Us
He's
is the
working on
newer
a
one.
newer one.
He's
and
actually
there is a
working
newer
on,
one out.
Sorry. He's working on the fucking
Candyman.
Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
shit.
know
That
about the
one was good.
Candyman. Didn't we have a crooked man, and didn't we also have a lonely man and a fucking like? There's always a something.
That was just the
man,
crackhead
man.
around the corner, Justin. I don't know, man.
The man in the bush.
Candyman is a remake, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
If
The
Jordan Peele's
classic.
involved with that, I feel like that could be good. I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't know too much, but I'll see it. I'll definitely go into it with like an optimistic mind.
I heard the Candyman's actually supposed to be pretty freaky.
Antebellum looked like it could have been fucking crazy. I don't remember
Yeah, I
entirely
think we
what
seen
it
a
was
trailer of
about.
that and it
Yeah.
looked really good. We should watch that.
It's on that Cineplex store, like because you know how they do movie premieres like online now. You can
Mhm.
buy like you can buy it for like $30 or some shit on that store.
How
Shit.
much is it to buy out a theater? Like one theater for yourself?
It's not that much. I've heard.
Yeah.
It's pretty
15.
cheap.
It's usually like 15, isn't it? For like a movie ticket? 15, 20 for a person. It's usually popcorn that costs like the fucking shiz.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he's talking
popcorn
about like
and
renting
large-
out like a whole theater for yourself, like if you
Oh,
wanted to.
shit. I've kind of always wanted to do it, but I never have.
It
I have
probably
no
got
clue.
cheaper with COVID.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
I guess
But-
there is theaters open, right?
Yeah.
I'm
you
pretty
miss them in
sure
the theater,
like
man, paying $20 for popcorn, $20 for a larger drink.
Look at Hollywood 3 in Newton
I would just
Exchange
sneak in
is
my own
still
shit.
surviving. That bitch has been there for like decades.
I used to go to that theater all the fucking time. The Hollywood 3s are so underrated. Like they're shitty movie theaters. Yeah, the lobbies are gross, whatever. But you go in there and you get a cheap ass movie ticket and you just eat some cheap ass popcorn, still tastes the same. You get the same candy, same drink,
You're
whatever.
chilling.
Watch the same movies, but it's just not like the sound isn't as good as a Cineplex theater, and it's not in
Is
a
it
big
just older?
environment.
Like
Yeah,
they
it's
always, like,
older.
play,
Yeah.
like, older shit, right?
But I think there's an appreciation that there's to have when you go watch something at like an older place. And if you were to like, if you want to watch a big blockbuster, big crazy movie, maybe go to a Cineplex theater or a big
Yeah.
like production theater. But if you're gonna go watch something like maybe like a smaller production or you're going on a date, whatever, like just go to a fucking small Hollywood 3, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
The price starts at $125, and you can
I
select
missed
from over 1,000 titles.
Really, and rent a movie theater.
Let's
Yeah.
play Hell Let Loose on the movie theater screen.
I'd love to do that.
You can
Fucking-
actually play Smash and stuff like that too.
Johnny was able to do that when we used to work at Cineplex. He was able to play Injustice 2 when it came out. He played it
Really?
on the theater screen. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was on the clock while he was doing that too.